A pleasant morning, everyone, especially to Mrs. Concepcion. Today, we're going to delve into a topic that holds significant relevance in our society: whether salary should be increased as the cost of living rises. In today's society, where the cost of living continues to rise, the issue of whether to raise the minimum wage has taken center stage. It is an undeniable fact that with increasing cost of living, raising salaries has become an essential requirement. And ignoring this crucial need will result in financial difficulties, causing many individuals to have difficulties satisfying their basic needs. Families and individuals constantly struggle to meet their fundamental necessities in an increasingly costly environment due to the rising cost of living. There is a lot of debate over this topic, with some calling for higher pay to keep up with the growing cost of living, and others raising concerns about what could happen to businesses and the economy as a whole. So, here is Mr. Kajang to provide more information.
Thank you, Ms. Damian. The Asian Development Bank's report from last year confirms that the increased cost of living crisis caused increases in inflation, along with the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is continuing to push people in Asia and the Pacific into extreme poverty. Even before the pandemic started, maintaining the cost of living was already challenging due to inflation, while salaries remain constant. This financial struggle still applies in today's economy, and it's becoming significantly worse. Despite these challenges, it's crucial to recognize the different sides of this issue, and it is essential to assess the various consequences that these types of changes may have. In this topic, we'll present a research-based argument in opposition to raising salaries as the cost of living increases. However, it is important to address the economic issues that threaten individuals' financial well-being, and implementing standard wage increases may not be the most effective solution to this problem. Therefore, this topic will emphasize such drawbacks and provide an alternate approach to its financial circumstances. So, here's Ms. Marian Santos and Mr. Kim Raimundo to start discussing on whether salaries should be increased as the cost of living rises, and explore the multifaceted factors at play.
Thank you, Mr. Kajang. Many people would favor an increase in salary of the minimum wage workers here in the Philippines. But there's a larger impact on small businesses that we could not consider because we're so focused on increasing the wages. We can see it as a domino effect because the negative effects not only apply to the businesses but to other factors too. There are some important consequences to consider when we think of increasing the minimum wage, especially on the business side of things. Increasing the minimum wage can also mean an increase in the production costs of businesses, which may affect the profitability of certain businesses. It can decrease the income or profit that a business can get. Because of the increase in labor costs, some businesses, particularly small businesses, would find it hard to keep up with the rising costs. That can result in decrease in competitiveness and even closure of some small businesses. This can affect the overall economic performance of our country, since they contribute more than 50% of our gross domestic product, or GDP. And here's Ms. Santos to discuss about inflationary pressure.
Inflationary pressure. National Economic and Development supports the claim that a 150 pesos minimum wage rise would result in a 1.4 percentage point increase in inflation. The workers that are proposing the said increase would suffer the most because of these factors. First, increased consumer prices of daily necessities because of inflation. When workers demand higher wages, businesses may respond by increasing the prices of goods and services to compensate for the increased labor costs. This can lead to inflation, where the general price level of goods and services rises. As a result, even though workers might receive higher wages, The increased cost of living could offset their gains, leaving them with less purchasing power than they had before. Second, because of the higher labor costs, businesses can lay off some employees. If businesses face higher labor costs due to increased wages, they might seek to offset these costs by reducing their workforce. This could mean laying off employees, reducing work hours, or refraining from hiring new workers. As a consequence, some workers may lose their jobs or have their hours reduced, leading to financial hardship for those affected. And lastly, increase in labor costs can increase the underemployment or unemployment rate in our country when businesses cut jobs or reduce work. In response to higher labor costs, it can contribute to both underemployment and unemployment. Underemployment occurs when workers are employed in positions that are below their skill level or desired number of working hours. Unemployment, on the other hand, refers to individuals who are actively seeking employment but are unable to find a job. An increase in labor costs can exacerbate these issues by making it more difficult for businesses to afford hiring new employees or offering full-time positions. While advocating for a wage increase may seem beneficial for workers initially, it's important to consider the potential consequences such as inflation, job layoffs, and increased underemployment and unemployment rates. Balancing the interests of workers with the sustainability of businesses and the overall economy is crucial for achieving long-term economic stability and prosperity. And now here's Ms. Andrade to discuss the supply and demand dynamics.
Thank you, Ms. Santos. And now let's discuss the part about supply and demand dynamics. Pay increases would be beneficial for full-time employees because it is difficult to keep up with the inflation in this day and age. It would also encourage employees to work much harder. However, an increase in salaries might make the companies lessen their workers or hire fewer employees, which leads to people losing their job or not getting job opportunities at all. Additionally, it was said that this could also lead to small businesses or shops to close down, which could also lead to people losing their job. Concerns raised by the Federation of Employers in the Philippines suggest that many small businesses might struggle to cope up with the increased costs, potentially leading to closures or layoffs. Supporters of increased labor market flexibility argues that it leads to lower unemployment rates and a higher gross domestic product due to the unintended consequences of tight labor market restrictions. A firm may consider hiring a full-time employee, for example, but be concerned that the employee would be extremely difficult to fire and could claim costly workers' compensation or sue based on alleged unfair treatment. The firm may choose instead to take on the short-term contract workers. Therefore, a sudden wage increase shouldn't be done without weighing its consequences. And now, let's have Ms. Jasmine Santos to discuss the topic about labor market and flexibility.
Thank you, Ms. Andrade. A change in the wage or salary will result in a change in the quantity demanded of labor. If the wage rate increases, employers will want to hire fewer employees. The quantity of labor demanded will decrease, and there will be a movement upward along the demand curve. So to better understand the potential downsides of increasing wages affecting labor market flexibility, here I am to discuss some of them. First, unemployment risk. If wages increase significantly without a corresponding increase in productivity, businesses may lay off workers to offset the higher labor cost, leading to unemployment. Second, impact on small businesses. Small businesses with limited resources may struggle to afford higher wages, potentially leading to closures or layoffs. And lastly, inflation. Increased wages can lead to higher production costs for businesses, which may pass this cost on to consumers through higher prices, potentially fueling inflation. Considering labor market flexibility alongside wage increases is crucial to strike a balance between improving workers' lives and maintaining economic stability. Flexible labor markets allow for adjustments to changing economic conditions, which can help mitigate some of the negative effects of wage increases. And here is Ms. Damian to discuss the unintended consequences.
Thank you, Ms. Santos. Another key concerns that often arises in this discussion is the unintended consequences in potential impact on employment and investment. Economists and business executives argue that the labor constitutes a significant cost of doing business. When wages rise, businesses may find it challenging to maintain profitability. As a result, they may be compelled to make tough decisions such as cutting jobs to balance their costs. In fact, a study conducted by the Congressional Budget Office, or the CBO, in 2022 examined this issue. The CBO projected that by 2027, up to 1.6 million jobs could potentially be lost, with the figure potentially reaching 1.9 million by 2032. While these numbers are definitive, they do raise concern about the potential negative impact of an increased minimum wage on employment. Opponents of raising the minimum wage argue that the benefits such as increased income for low-wage workers may not outweigh the potential consequences of job losses. This is why policymakers must carefully consider the potential ramifications and weigh them against the intended benefits of increasing the minimum wage. It's a delicate balance between improving the livelihoods of low-wage workers and ensuring businesses can sustain themselves and continue to provide employment opportunities. And now, here is Mr. Badayag to support our argument about the potential decline in investment.
Thank you, Ms. Damian. So now let's discuss the potential decline in investment associated with increasing the minimum wage. When labor costs rise due to higher wages, industries that heavily rely on labor, such as agribusiness, may face challenges in maintaining their level of investment. The increased cost of labor can strain the financial resources of businesses, leaving them with less capital available for investment in equipment, technology, research, and development. Consequently, job opportunities within these industries can decline, leading to reduced overall productivity. It's crucial to consider the potential decline in higher investment when evaluating the impact of higher minimum wage. The availability of capital for businesses to invest in growth and innovation is essential for long-term economic prosperity. Striking a balance between fair wages and maintaining a conducive business environment is a complex task for policymakers. So that's all. Here's Mr. Gonzalez to discuss the following information.
Thank you, Mr. Matayag. Taking everything into consideration, it is crucial to consider the economic impact, or particularly the consequences of sudden increase in the minimum wages. The rise in the minimum wage may impose a financial burden on small businesses, making it more difficult for them to meet the labor cost. Small businesses will find it more difficult to increase the minimum wage since these small firms typically lack the resources to increase labor costs. It is essential to assess the benefits and drawbacks, and carefully consider how the change will affect everyone involved. Relying solely on salary increases to address cost of living challenges may overlook the importance of labor market flexibility. When wages rise significantly, businesses may be less willing to hire new workers. This will result in reduced hiring jobs and limiting opportunities for both job seekers and employers to adapt to changing conditions. This is related to the next point of our argument, which is the potential economic consequences like job losses and unemployment. Raising the minimum wage can lead to higher labor costs for businesses, particularly that those rely on low-wage workers. As a result, some firms will reduce hiring to offset the increased cost. It's important to recognize that while enhancing wages is necessary, we must also consider the increase of small businesses and the economy as a whole.
It's crucial to find the balance between improving wages and ensuring that business can continue to operate in a sustainable manner. Despite all these consequences, there could be an alternative solution to ease the financial burden of individuals while ensuring that it will not adversely affect the economy. Here's Ms. Barreto to further explain the possible solution.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. So, while increasing the minimum wage may assist workers in their everyday spending and stimulate consumer spending, considering such negative consequences, it may not be the most effective solution to address the challenges as the cost of living rises. Having these such consequences in increasing the minimum wage, here's a proposed strategic approach of implementing gradual increases to the minimum wage over a set period. So, therefore, business can mitigate, alleviate, or lessen adverse effects while ensuring sustainable income growth for workers. So, what could be the benefits of gradually increasing the salaries? First, smooth adjustment for businesses. Gradual increases allow businesses to adjust their operations and budgets progressively, reducing the likelihood of sudden shocks to their financial stability. This enables businesses to plan and adapt to a higher labor cost more effectively. Second, steady income growth for workers. Incremental wage hikes provide low-wage workers with a consistent and predictable path to higher earnings. This stability in income growth improves financial security and supports overall economic stability by reducing income inequality. Lastly, economic stability. By avoiding abrupt changes to labor costs, gradual increases to the minimum wage help maintain stability in the labor market and prevent disruptions to business operations. This fosters a conducive environment for sustainable economic growth. Implementing gradual increases to the minimum wage offers a balanced approach to addressing income inequality, while keeping the economic stability. By allowing businesses to adjust gradually and providing workers with steady income growth, this strategy promotes sustainable economic development and it will benefit everyone. Effective implementation requires a careful planning, stakeholder engagement, and ongoing monitoring to ensure positive outcomes for businesses, workers, and the economy as a whole. And that's the end of our presentation. We appreciate your time listening to our discussion. Thank you.